I had such a good time at the Boulder Marathon this year. You know, the course is beautiful, the vibes were good, and you know, I want to share some of the things that I learned from running the full marathon and even training for it. So let's get into the video. When it came to this Boulder Marathon, you know, instead of seeing it as this big event that I had to prove myself, you know, I tried seeing it more as a strategy game, and I tried to have more fun with it. You know, when I say I saw it as a strategy game, you know, I had some experience with running half marathons, and with half marathons you can kind of get away with letting your body go on auto pace and just do that the whole time. But when it came to doing a full marathon, you know, I had in my mind that I really had to go intentionally slow, and when it came to the aid stations, to get water and Gatorade every time, even like at the beginning of the race when I still felt fresh. And even though I was going intentionally slow the whole time, my legs started hurting at around mile 18, and I had to take walking breaks. And the way I managed my walking breaks, like every time there was a hill, I just walked the hill. I wouldn't bother running the hill and, you know, burning myself out. I just ran when the ground was flat. And you know, the night before the marathon, I was watching, you know, Rock Lee versus Gara, and there was a sign that Rock Lee said that, you know, still sticks to me, like, I work hard and I never give up. That's my ninja way. You know, like at mile 18 when my legs started hurting, like that became my mantra. You know, I kept thinking like, man, I could have been done 5 miles ago if I would have signed up for the half marathon, but instead of that, I have 8 more miles to run. But I kept thinking like, these next 8 miles, like when you feel like quitting, like these next 8 miles are what makes marathon running so special. When I was still training for this, my favorite song to listen to is this song from Creed 3 called Anthem by Dreamville and Big Sean. And you know, there's a line in it that says, discipline is the difference between who got it and who won it. You know, every Saturday and Sunday I always got up at 7 a.m. to run because the race was at 7 a.m. So I practiced running at 7 a.m. to get used to it. And every time I didn't feel like it, every time I wanted to go back to sleep because, you know, it's the weekend, you know, I just remembered that line, and I listen to that song every time I'm walking out of my room, you know, because this was hard, but this was definitely worth it. You know, the thrill of, you know, finally making it to the finish line, and that feeling that I'm doing something special with my life. You know, I want to keep that with me, and that's why I want to keep running more marathons. You know, when I passed the 23rd mile marker, you know, I thought back to, and remember when I used to run a 5K in 1817, and now my new running goal is to run a full marathon in under 4 hours. Like, wow, like I really came a long way with this whole running thing.